is literally my pickup technique for everything.
Like, I don't even have to give 100% dick. Like,
That one always gets me.
Don't do anything, guys. Love yourself and buy dogs. That's it.
Oh, killing Brittany. Yes. Welcome back, everybody. We were just talking about the new video there. Hope you like it. Hope you enjoy it. Shout out Sesh Bass at, I'm not going to give your email out, but he did do the beats for that one again. We appreciate you, big dog. Love it. Editing's good. Everything's great. Ricky was talking about his line there about not having to give 100% dick. Do you want to tell the story here to our guest here who might not know that story?
Oh, basically, I was kind of vaguely talking to a girl for a while, but she had like a bunch of heart issues and stuff, and I was worried that if I fucked her, I might kill her. Like,
that's a very real thing. Like, if you've ever watched,
Wow!
like,
don't tell him it's a real thing. Don't do that.
I seen a TikTok of this girl talking about, like, she was like fucking her boyfriend and he had a like heart attack and died.
Oh, shoot! Yeah, that's because he had hit his palpitations. He's talking about his dick would give her the like even worse palpitations.
I mean, she has a pacemaker. I mean, what if I like knock the pacemaker out of rhythm or something? You know, like.
What?
Okay, at first I was like, you're validating him. No, don't validate him. No.
I was about to, but
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, whoa.
Look, I'm just saying it's not worth the risk for me. The juice isn't worth the squeeze.
Exactly. And that's why he wouldn't give her 100% dick. That is the quote there. Because if it did, 100% would kill her. Anyways, welcome in. This is episode 52.
Just the tip.
Yeah, just the tip. The tip
Just
is
for a
80%
second,
of
just
it.
to see
too.
how it feels.
Yeah, there you go. Here, we'll start the show off like we always do with shots because, as we say on the show to bartenders.
Do I not get one?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I didn't even ask this time.
Fucking
So
dick.
Yeah, you're right.
Are you shooting tequila?
I mean, usually whiskey, but
Yeah, I got the whiskey for you. My bad.
at least here, anyways. I've been trying to be on more of a tequila kick because it's less sugar, so the hangover's way less. But
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I always thought. Well, I know agave. Well, they say agave is sugar, right? Because agave is like that natural supplement. Okay, that checks out. Well, anyways, let's just do the shot. Anyways,
It has the lowest sugar out of all the liquors.
it gets me
Cheers,
red.
guys.
If you're ever watching one of these episodes and you see me red in the face, it is specifically because we did tequila.
It's the Asian glow.
It brings up my glow. Yeah. Have
Oh,
you ever
the
heard
flush.
of? Yeah, the flush. Yeah. Some people say glow. Some people say flush. I've heard Korean glow, Chinese glow. I'm like, it's just Asian glow.
There's like patches you can wear to like prevent that nowadays.
They, I remember hearing once they talked about, and antacids would do it for you, like Zantac.
I thought it was antihistamines.
Okay, then I heard wrong. Okay.
Like, not Benadryl, because I think Benadryl's a little too much, but you take, like, was it like Claritin or some shit like that? Or
I used to take Zantac.
maybe that's what it
That's
is.
probably what I was fucking up. Zantac's an anti-heartburn medicine, though.
And
Isn't it?
anything antihistamine is supposed to help with that shit, though.
What's histamine?
What's the science behind the flush?
The way I described it, and this is absolutely no science. This is pure allegory or whatever it's called.
Big word of the day.
Thank you,
Bargoyles word of the
baby.
day, allegory.
There you go.
Spell it. Just kidding.
Oh, okay.
I can't even tell you what it
like my
means.
ex's name, Allie, Allie. Gory was the way we broke up. No. It was, so I was told you had to take heartburn medicine. So I used to carry Zantac with me everywhere I go. And the way it was described to me was like, your body is like reacting really bad to alcohol. So your heart starts pumping extra blood, and then that blood goes to your face, and that's why your face would turn red. So that's why you would take heartburn medication. That is what I was told. I don't know if there's any actual science to that. Zantac is being sued and is part of a class action lawsuit right now. So,
Where do I sign up?
you took some Zantac?
I do.
Ooh, okay. I thought you were more of a Zans kind of person, but that makes sense.
Drugs?
Drugs. Anyways, do you actually have something here? What is this?
Oh.
Okay.
This just tells you what to drink. It doesn't say.
Yeah, it says don't be a bitch when it comes to drinking. Drink this low alcohol proof shit. Now fuck all that. We're here with hardcore drinkers. This is my homegirl Jay. Jay, these are the guests, the
Hello.
regulars. Everyone else is here. Ricky doesn't actually know Jay. No, not at all. So,
Usage of antihistamines like Pepsid AC and Zantac work like so. Increased acetaldehyde stimulates the release of histamine. Histamine, among other effects, leads to the dilation of blood vessels when bound or to H1 or H2 receptors, hence leading to the reddening of the skin.
See, exactly. Look, what did I just say? The heart was working harder because it didn't understand, so pumping blood to the face. I don't know if that was actually it, but I've seen people whose arms get really red and but it was my face.
Were you scared you were gonna have a heart attack and die while you were fucking?
No, never. I've never given good enough dick, even at my 110%. Even when I got Blue Chew and I'm at 115% dick, I'm still not giving enough.
Have you ever done that?
Blue Chew? Hell yeah. Yeah, I've done Blue Chew like 6 times because all of the podcast. Do you know what Blue Chew is? Blue Chew is basically like over the counter. What's that?
Viagra.
Viagra.
It's
Yeah.
just it's
Yeah. So go ahead. What's your question?
I feel like you're too young for
Oh
that.
no, 100%. Yeah, that's why I've only done like 6 times a week. That's why, no, like so all the podcasts I listened to for like one summer, Blue Chew was just like, we're gonna sponsor everybody. And so when you don't have a lot of friends like I do, I have like podcast people that come to the show, and then we've never ever actually hung out, correct? Ricky's one of my actual friends. We hang out, but when I listen to so much podcasts, you think these people are your friends, and then when all of quote unquote your friends in your head are just like, "Man, Blue Chew's so good." Oh man, I'm a rock star tonight. I'm just like,
Oh my God,
obviously I need to start trying to do this, but that makes me really red too.
I mean, I've heard good things though. I've heard you can like fuck like a porn star on it. Although maybe it's not that like that honey shit like Malal said.
Yeah, the honey packs.
The honey pack.
Oh, your big honey pack.
Hennessy honey packs.
The Hennessy honey.
Woo!
Okay, all right. Is that the name of the date you went on Law? Is that what that's called? The Hennessy honey pack.
No.
Okay, I was like, when she's sipping that water, ooh, your mouth got a little thirsty there.
I tried it once, but it's just too crazy. Like I ended up just falling asleep out of like.
Was the honey pack
paranoia.
worse for ladies
I
too?
felt like I was gonna die.
Oh man, that's
Yeah,
how my
I
heart
know,
felt on
it's
Blue
not
Chews.
fun.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
I tell my lady that like anytime her and I go a stint without, I know that first times I'm just gonna like pop too fast sometimes. Where I'm like every like couple of months or so, like I need to remind her that I'm a Greek god of sex, and that's when I like pop the Blue Chew, and she's like, "Why is your tongue shut up? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!" Oh, your pussy's blue now because I've been licking it so much. Oh, that's so weird. But nah, I don't really do it all that much. But if you want some Ricky, I got you. Promo code Bargoyles. Shout out Blue Chew if you want to sponsor us. We got you. Ricky would love to try some and give glowing reviews.
I am intrigued. Yeah.
He is very intrigued. We will reach out to the Blue Chew team because this is a professional podcast. Professionally, this is Jay. Jay works in the industry as well as this is a drinking show, as this is a restaurant show. Let's talk a little bit about, like your history within this, the restaurant industry. Where are you working at now, actually? I don't even know where you're at.
I actually work at the Secret Garden Cafe.
What?
Brilliant brunch spot.
Are you like the only black person that works front of house?
Shit, no. There's
Oh, all right, damn. They're changing.
There's like 5 of us now. They are changing.
Holy, okay,
Y'all are
yeah.
multiplying.
They are changing. And,
Well, that's
and
what they say when they
allowed-
move into a neighborhood. Yeah. That's awful. That's old school racism. Yeah, I'm sorry.
They also allow the piercings and the colored hair.
I was about to say, yeah, because
There's a lot of colored hair people running around there.
we used to have the Secret Garden crew used to come into my bar most nights. Like, it was like a Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. It was like specifically those were the days I worked. So maybe they came in other days too. But it was just like a pretty pack of white girls and like 3 white dudes. And I was like, "Where you guys work?" They're like, "Secret Garden." I was like, "What's that?" They're like, "Oh, it's just," and like I went there, checked it out. It is quaint, it is cool, it is classy, it is a nice like low key date. Gentlemen, Bargoyles tip of the day. You want to impress your lady here in Woodbridge without breaking the dollar? Take her to Secret Garden. If she already knows about Secret Garden, she's been fucking around. I mean, she's been around the dating pool.
Because
But
it's literally a secret.
yes, it's supposed to be. Yeah, I mean, even the entrance, you walk by, it's like hard to find sometimes. Ricky, you ever
It
been?
looks like it's someone's backyard.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Well,
Like you have to walk through like this little tiny like back alleyway just to get to it.
Well, technically, it is someone's backyard. Like, it was a lady's house, and she was like a.
She made the best croquettes.
No, she was. She had like a baker upstairs, but her husband had a pharmacy downstairs. And
That's
I
a
said,
random
be
combo.
real. I think
Yeah.
they were like drug dealers or something. Like, there's
Oh
no
no,
way.
100%. Showing up, showing
He
up
was
for some
a
drug.
baker. He was cooking it. It just wasn't no bread.
No.
Yep. I had all the drugs, making all that bread. Whew, that's a combo right there. I guess that's illegal.
Yeah,
drug
and the
dealing.
pharmacy's right there to like revive you once you fucking OD.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
It literally is a base, like a backyard. And even inside, you can tell like it's been
Just
modded
like
out.
yeah, it's
like,
a house.
Like I can tell where like the bedroom was, or like where like the basement looks like their living room. Or whatever.
What's so funny
know.
is the exact opposite end of that spectrum is Queen's Gambit. Queen's Gambit was a house that they turned into a bar.
I can't even imagine that.
Oh, you can't. You don't walk around Queen's Gambit. You're like, oh, this is clearly the living room. This is the dining room. This is the back patio where all the smokers are at.
I feel like the living room was kind of large then.
Oh no, 100%. Yeah, it's definitely an open seating, and they probably knocked out some walls. But 100,
Right.
yeah.
I
But,
see it now.
yeah. Oh, yeah. That's 100% the house turned into a bar, which is the exact opposite because Secret Garden is a swanky fucking spot. But holy shit, I can. Yeah, those are two
It's
different.
like historic. They can't even like.
They can't make adjustments and stuff.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, Occoquan's like that. They're so OD about like keeping it old school Occoquan. You know. Yeah. Yeah, that side of the bump. Okay, so you're there now. That's a super cool spot. I'm glad that they're fucking coloring up. You know, that's the only way. Diversifying. You know, good for them. Where was your first job in this industry?
Yuck! It was at the All American Steakhouse.
Whoa,
in
the one
Dumfries.
the one in Dumfries.
234.
234. Okay, I always get that backwards. That was your first serving job.
That was my first.
You bartended there too.
I did. I was.
Man.
I had a long run there. I had a
that's not wrong.
5-6 year run.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's loyalty right there. No,
I got fired there before.
you were loyal to the wrong.
Wait, so you got fired, but then they took you back?
I got.
That's
fired.
also loyalty.
I got fired, and they brought me back.
Mm.
So.
Okay, that's not bad.
Do you want to talk about it, or is it like?
No, we're going to talk about it. I was like, you don't want to talk about it, but we're going to ask. So
Okay,
Yeah.
it wasn't anything that was that big of a deal. It was basically like there was like a new manager there, and I don't know.
always like that, yeah.
She's just weird, yeah. And she would just like talk to like
she was doing the
younger
whole.
people there, like little fella. Like she would never call us our name. She would just like pat us on our heads.
Makes it easier to fire you.
I guess
If
so.
she don't know your name, there's no personal contact there. She's like, you 1748. That's your clock number. Get the fuck out. You're gone.
I guess so, but she was like, I don't know, just irritating me bad that day. And she sent me to the wrong table with food and just had me looking crazy. And I like definitely overreacted and like came back like, you sent me to the wrong fucking table. And she tried
What'd you
to,
say
like,
to the table? You were just like, oh, sorry.
I was like, oh yeah, sorry,
Okay.
wrong table, whatever.
And then came back and yelled at the manager.
Fuck yes.
Okay, well, what else was going on that day? What happened? Because
I-
it couldn't have been just that. 'Cause
It
that's not
wasn't-
enough
it
for me to
wasn't
lose my
just-
job. I'm
it
like,
wasn't-
shit,
It
wrong
wasn't
table.
just that.
Yeah.
It wasn't just that.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
it was 4th of July weekend. I went
okay,
to
see?
Brooklyn. I went to Brooklyn, had on a bender, had some bad weed, fucked off, had a seizure, got on the bus. From the bus, went to work. So I was already on 10. And I
You didn't have time to like go home and show. You just went and bust to work.
straight to work.
I mean, that's commitment to the job. Good for you, but still,
So are you smoking like spice instead of weed or something? Isn't that what the shit that gives you seizures?
so
I'd like to smoke a little ice spice if you know what I'm talking about.
So no, what happened was it was a heat stroke, and I smoked, and I guess that like made things worse. So like my reaction to weed is like not the same anymore
Oh damn!
because of that.
I remember you telling me you don't really smoke because you get weird reaction to weed. Okay. Oh damn! All right. So you was just on. You was already on 10. You
Yeah.
got sent to the wrong table, and you're just like, fuck it,
I'm like fuck.
fuck it. I'm kirking on this bitch.
I'm already on 10s.
Okay.
I had told, and what irritated
What was
me
the line?
most-
What was the line? Did you quit or did she fire you because you were getting disrespectful?
Okay, so
Oh no, you said you got fired. So, what was the line you said to
I
her?
got fired. I would like to say I got fired, but she tried to take my
Yeah.
apron off me, and that's when I'm like,
you don't
"Bitch,
touch me.
bitch,
Ah,
stop
you don't touch
touching
me."
Like,
Yep.
now I'm better like we're about to fight or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. But she ended up like getting COVID and like being in the hospital real bad on a vent, so I kind of feel bad.
Oh damn.
And she doesn't work for the.
But that had
company.
nothing to do with you.
No, but
No.
like,
Okay. Yeah.
no,
You,
no.
you don't want her to die knowing that you guys had bad blood. You know.
I just feel like the situation wasn't that serious for me to like. be like,
Gotcha.
yeah, fuck that bitch. She's on a vent, like,
Okay. All right.
because I came back ultimately. So.
Yeah. You came back, but is she no longer there by the time you left? Okay. Did she
She didn't
leave or
last
she
a
got
year
fired?
there.
Did she leave or did she get fired?
I think she left maybe.
Damn.
Like she just kept trying to leave and like purchase her own like restaurants, and they kept failing, so they kept letting her come back.
Gotcha.
And I think this was like the last stint.
Okay. Totally cool. Damn. So you left there again, and then now you're at Secret Garden. So you just have the two jobs, or
This was when I was like 19.
Yeah.
I went to P.F. Chang's. And then they got shut down for COVID, and they were embezzling money bad.
Chang's was embezzling?
Chang's paid all of us like a settlement of like $1,200 because they were stealing our wages.
Damn.
And ultimately, that's why they shut down.
Oh, fuck, you should have sued them. Class action lawsuit, baby.
It was a class action.
Oh, 1,200? Okay, that's pretty good for a class action then.
Yeah.
Ricky did a class action lawsuit. How much money did you get, Ricky?
I don't know, like a couple $100 from Firebirds.
Firebirds?
Yeah.
I'd stop.
Firebirds do.
I'd stopped working there years ago. I don't even fucking remember. I think it was they weren't giving us proper vacation hours, or they weren't giving us.
It was wage theft because.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like dicks about us clocking in and out or something. Someone complained they did an investigation, and they're like, I just got a letter in the mail. They were like, hey, you worked here during this point. Apply for the class action, whatever. I was like, shit.
Yeah, I got
right.
the letter too, but I didn't respond.
So I
to
mailed
it
it in, fucking got a couple $100 checks. I was like, all right, bet. All I had to do was mail in a fucking letter. I got a couple $100.
That's what happened at P.F. Chang's. Like, I didn't feel like they were stealing my wages, but then if I think about it, it was a little weird. Like, we had to tip the bartender out like 1% no matter what.
Oh, that's pretty standard.
Yeah, it's pretty standard.
Is it standard?
Yeah, it's standard. We do.
Really?
We do 4%. So yeah.
Wait, for nothing?
Well, you're a bar too,
No,
where
for
it's
the drinks.
mostly alcohol.
You
No,
bring
no,
in a drink.
look,
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, like, let's say I go a whole day, never sell one drop of liquor. I still have to tip them out.
Yep,
1%.
1% of your sales.
1% of your sales, or we do 4% of your liquor sales, specifically. The
Okay,
drinks
so
that we
yeah,
make.
when I was a bartender, it was for every $20 a dollar. I don't know the percentage.
It's 5%.
5. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, math.
no, I can't do math.
It's all good.
But I just thought it was weird because if I
Wait,
didn't
so you're
sell
tipping
liquor,
5%?
I'm
I
still
think it was
paying
2%.
You're doing
Firebirds.
5% of your total sales are going to bartenders. Okay, so that's a little weird if you're not
Yeah,
selling drinks.
I wasn't-
total
I
sales is
wasn't
weird.
selling drinks.
I understand liquor sales, but total sales is
like
is
total
different.
sales.
Yeah.
Like I'm tipping them out like money,
Yeah, that's
and I'm like they didn't
So
even make
OD.
me a drink once. Like I don't get it.
a little OD. But they PF Chang's also had a bunch of like special prep cocktails that they had like come in hours early to prep and do
Like
stuff for.
the
Because that's the issue with Firebirds. It's long story short, because we told the story a few times. The reason Firebirds got it was because we as servers are only making 13 an hour, but they would have you come into work at least 2-3 hours before your shift. But you if
Firebirds.
Firebirds, yeah.
If you're like bartending to make the double black diamond, because you had to hand press that pineapple every day.
So you're coming in hours early, getting this $2 an hour and not getting tipped out.
Right.
When you're like, no, I'm getting $2 an hour because that's also being supplemented by tips. But they're like, no. So that itself is wage theft. They were doing that.
That's terrible.
And they were like forcing you to clock out early. And
Yeah,
like,
to
all
manage
of
their
your
hours,
tables
yeah.
are closed, clock out, and then fucking
Finish your report.
Yeah,
They
finish
do
your
that
side
at the
work.
steakhouse too.
Oh yeah, because they don't. The moment you get to 40 hours, they got to start paying. They have to pay for your insurance and stuff like that. So they're like, no, keep you under. I used to have spots that were like, Firebird specifically, because JoJo used to work fucking crazy hours there. He'd be there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and they come around like Saturday night. They're like, hey, you're actually done with your shift. He goes, what do you mean? I still work tomorrow. They're like, no, you're off tonight now, and the rest of your shift tomorrow because you're approaching 40 hours. Like,
But that doesn't make sense because I didn't make the schedule. And it
no, they make the schedule. Yeah.
wait, I'm saying like me as an employee, I didn't make the schedule. Like
Oh no, 100%. A lot of that comes from they keep you at your 4 shifts, but if you pick up and the
that
manager
makes
doesn't
sense.
like,
That makes
wait a
sense.
second, do the math,
But it's kind of shitty on the other hand. Like, let's say someone calls out and they need a man on the floor, and you volunteer to.
They
Like, take care
gotta
of it.
literally spots like that. We'll do the math and be like, well, I can have you on for like 3 hours, and then after that, I got to get you out because you can't be here for that.
I guess that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Oh, it's all conspiracy.
Have
That's
you
what it
have you
was.
seen JoJo lately? Like, do you know what he's up to?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He is dating one of my homeboys' baby mama. And he comes into bungalows every now and then with her. Her name's she's she's a little psycho. And her baby daddy, Chris, he was dating one of the guests we had during the show. Were you here for the Deja episode?
Yeah. Wait, no.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Nope.
The guy who was here with her, that was him. He's cool people. He did not like me for the longest time, called me racist a bunch of times on Facebook because I, made some really inappropriate jokes specifically right at him. And then he was just like, that's racist. I was like, okay, cool. And I think we're cool now. I don't really know.
Canceled.
Yeah, apparently. So what
Well,
happened
you're a
was-
minority. It's a lot harder for you to get canceled.
Yeah, I have nothing to get canceled from but this. But they could take this away, and it will be on Parlor. Check us out on Parlor, everybody. No, that's that. We're not talking about me. We're talking about Jay here.
Patreon?
Yeah. Patreon? Oh, yeah. You can check us out on Patreon. No, Parlor. Parlor's like the racist YouTube, isn't it?
Oh.
guys ever-
Yeah.
Yeah, when you get canceled on YouTube for being too, like, crazy
You just slide on over
to Parlor.
See, that just goes
it's
to
the
show
one
how
Trump started.
unracist I am because I didn't even know what it
Gotcha.
was.
Your mom is the one who
Good
sent
for
us
you.
the information. So she said, "Hey guys, just so when it happens." No, I'm kidding.
Hey,
Yeah.
my mother is a saint.
Yes, yes, she is. She will be having her do an episode once the weather is right and we can get her in that bikini. I like you. We'll be seeing you very quickly.
Oh my goodness.
She wants to do it. You're okay with?
All right,
I don't
but why
even
you
know.
gotta like sexualize my mom though, like in a bikini?
Let your mom be sexy, be a sexy woman. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, you're making it weird because you're adding like a weird element to it. I'm letting her embrace her femininity. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, right?
I think it's a little wrong if he's like your best friend.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, and dang, well, he's not. Okay. Okay, so this is where you work. Then your PF Chang's. Any other restaurants between the Steakhouse, PF Chang's, and Secret Garden that we should know about?
Honestly, no. Those are my big three.
Those are the big three?
Those are the only ones.
Okay, all right, I can dig it. I can dig it. Okay, so before we get into any other segment of the bar and bar friend where we ask you the real hard in-depth questions, we did have a little segment here that I wanted to get into with you. Specifically, not videos, not anything, just a real funny wild story. Oh, we should do shots during this. What the fuck did you just say? All right, this segment here is called Wild Things. This is some crazy shit we heard from the bar recently. Specifically, this is a story that I heard at the bar recently. Well, actually, do you have any crazy stories that happened, working before I tell mine? Because mine does involve you.
I have quite a few.
Yeah, give me a good one. Give me your best one right now.
My best one. I don't know if I could do the best one, but basically,
Do know that right here, this button is purple.
okay,
if you need.
okay.
If
heard,
you need.
heard.
If
So-
not, let me know afterwards. Ricky will fix it when he edits.
Okay.
Cool.
Nothing too crazy. I don't want to get super specific because this place is very regular based, and
Okay.
they'll know I'm talking about them if I say the story.
Gotcha.
But one story, it was.
Juicy. So juicy. One more.
I actually served a couple that was cheating. A man was cheating, and
Do you know if the lady was?
I don't know if the
Okay,
lady was,
cool,
but
cool.
I know that like the guy's girlfriend came in.
Oh,
And
the cheat
with her friend.
the man cheater would bring her there, or
No.
she
So
also
the-
came in there.
He was there with his wife and then his girl on his side chick.
No,
Okay,
the
sorry.
opposite. He was on a date with. Sorry, he was on a date.
So we get for guessing, right? Not letting you tell the
We're
story.
like jumping towards the end. We're like, okay, go.
he,
Guess
was,
it.
he was on a date with a girl, and his girlfriend came in with her friend, and they jumped the girl
at the bar you were working
at
at.
the bar I was working
So
at.
it's the big three. Okay, cool. So it's P.F. Chang's is definitely Steakhouse. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
And that was just crazy. We didn't know what to do. We just kind of let them just tussle.
Does he bring his girlfriend to that bar?
No, I've never seen them before. Like, it was like
So they,
Never
so
seen
he was like, babe, I'm gonna be out with the boys tonight. A bar you've never been to.
I
Anyway,
think
yeah.
they literally picked that place.
Okay.
Because it probably wasn't their usual
Because he was
place.
like, I don't go there, and he didn't expect her to show up.
Right.
Okay.
But
She got
I guess
location.
I don't know. She was smart or
She
something.
got the location. She
Yeah.
got the location.
They pulled up, and
Yeah.
then I was trying to comfort the girl who like
Got jumped.
yes,
Yeah.
and she tried to get it on with me. She was like mad.
Did the
I
girl-
asked her if she wanted some water. I offered to like walk her to her car so
Then
they
you
don't
just fucking
like,
hit her with
whoop
an
her
uppercut,
ass
like,
again.
"Fuck you, bitch."
And she's like, I don't need help, thanks. And I was like, okay, have fun.
Bitch, don't be mad at me. You the other woman. Did she know she was the other woman going in, or did she? Like,
I didn't get any of those details.
man,
It was
man, this is
crazy.
juicy. Okay.
This could have been way more
I wanted-
salacious
I
if you knew them.
I wanted way more context.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping like the girl would befriend me and like kind of to her business.
Oh yeah.
But she didn't. So.
Did the two show up to jump her, or did they show up for a night out and were like, hold up, and then
No.
fight night?
I think they were like probably following him around. They wanted to just catch him.
Gotcha.
Because their intentions weren't to fight the girl. Their intentions were to confront the guy.
Oh, then
and I
the girl said
guess-
something. That's why your
yeah.
pussy ain't right. He coming over here, bitch.
Some weird
Okay.
shit. I don't know.
Damn.
And yeah, they
To
got
my
it
nephew,
on.
you better not be watching this.
Following that Snapchat location. Where you
Yeah.
at?
Yeah. Got it on with her.
She might only updates when she like checks Snapchat. So like sometimes it'd be 8 hours out, and I'm like, I don't know where she is.
Oh, I have to find my friends on my
Oh, the Find My
boyfriend.
Friends,
We
yeah.
have to find our
I think
friends
that's-
on each other.
That's a pretty common thing with girls. I feel like. Yeah.
Especially if they're going on like new dates because it's like, in case you disappear,
Yeah, in case you
I know
disappear,
where
yeah.
you're going.
In case, guys, in case I disappear, I'm on a date with this guy. This is his name. This is his email, and these are the last 4 of his social that I just got. I'll get more information for you later. Ricky, do you have any of your boys' location?
No.
Oh, damn.
Really, I have my friends. I have like my boyfriend. I have like cousins. I think it's common. Is it not?
I feel like that's almost an invasion of privacy, honestly. Like, it's why do you need to know? Like, they're telling you where they're at, and if not, then you just can catch up with them later. Like, it almost feels like, I'm not saying you specifically, I'm just saying in generality.
You're the exception. This is the rule.
I'm just saying, like, in general, I just feel like it's kind of driven by a lot of insecurities, and I do think that because of how like social media has influenced, like especially like dating and stuff nowadays, that it definitely plays a role, because I think everyone is more insecure than they've ever been because of social media.
Insecure in themselves or insecure in their neighbor?
Just in general.
In general, like I mean, I feel like social media. I don't feel like we were supposed to have this much. Like we're not supposed to know like what, how, or anything like how a whole bunch of people. Like we've never had this much access to other people and
other people's lives.
I think that leaves room for like insecurity for people.
And that's why we drink.
I get that. That's the whole crux of the show. That's why we drink. I have my boy Kyle's location, and I think James, specifically because the three of us used to go places a lot. Like we went to Vegas, we go to Ocean City, Atlantic City, and we're all drunk. How do you call this? Like hurricanes. And so we just kind of like, and then reconvene. We're never like, we're never like, hey, I'm about to go over here. You'll be over there. Hey, I'm gonna go over to the Luxor. I'll be over there. You'll be okay. Cool. It's literally just like Kyle saw some tail and was like gone. And instead of texting, we just checked. I'm like, all right, cool. So we did that for a while, but we haven't hung out in a few years. I went to my boy's wedding, which was in Vegas, but every now and then, like I have Kyle's location. I don't know if it's been turned off because I haven't checked. But I used to do it years ago where I would check it and just be like, hey, man, how's, Magoobies? He's like, how the fuck do you know I'm at Magoobies? Like,
see, Ricky was kind of onto something because I do check everybody's all the time. Like,
you don't need to know
it's
that.
It's like a social media app a bit. Like, I feel like, what's this person? Where they're at? And I feel like everyone does it to each other. Like, my friends would text me like, LOL, you went here without me? And I'm like, yeah, I did.
I feel better having your location, Ricky, but we are on different phones. Like, you're on a Android Galaxy?
I have the Pixel.
Pixel? Yeah, he's on a Pixel.
Are you like anti-Apple?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he's one of those. It's all good. Here's the thing is, I think more...
Sorry that I
guys,
choose the better proprietary software.
I think more you guys are anti-us than we are anti-you, but then...
That is not true.
But then you get into a group chat with
text,
somebody with
green
green
text.
text. Yeah.
Get him out of here.
I don't care at all, but yeah.
It's a status thing. Like, it's like you think you're better than us. Like, oh, why do you have the green text?
Yeah.
I don't think we think we're better.
Like,
I think we just know.
Oh.
No, okay. Let's do this shot real quick, and then I'm going to tell my story involving her, my wild thing. Cheers.
Oh, you're going to talk about the Preakness at all?
Oh, we can talk about Preakness.
I mean, just real quick, because I've never been.
Preakness, 2023, debaucherous. Absolutely debaucherous. One thing I did love about Preakness is it really validated for me that a compliment from a black man, anybody, means way more to me than any white person compliment ever. 100%. It is just, it makes you feel better as a man, and I think they're way better at complimenting. Here's the picture. Dookie. Oh, let's see if I can pull up. I will show you personally, and then, I think I should show Ricky or her.
I think I saw the picture of you in
the suit,
yeah. Yeah, you and your girl.
So this is us, just looking all fly, whatever.
Ooh,
doing the whole
she's
thing.
pretty.
Hey,
I didn't know you had that in you.
Yeah, see, what a good compliment.
That's a shocker.
See,
that's a shocker because
it's not ugly.
no, not
So basically, you're like
not
low-key
'cause of
saying
that.
Isaac is bush league.
Nah,
No,
she's seen
not saying
my
that.
history.
I just seen his little like track record.
She knows one of my exes. That's a different story.
That's enough.
Okay. Yeah. So, walk around there like I'm killing it. You've seen it. You got the suit, the hat. My girl's got the beautiful dress. Nice as jacquard, looking beautiful. Got the flowers. Got the big old hat. We're walking around and like, it is only 75 degrees, which is still hot compared to what it was 3 months ago. But it's not hot in the sense of like, bitch, I grew up on a tropical island. Before that, I was in Southern California, which was a beach / a desert. Like, I was right there in the Death Valley, like, which was fucking a desert. So that's not hot to me. So I'm walking around in a black suit, looking great, my brown hat, brown shoes, having a great time. And, like, brother come up. Don't even come up. They just walk by. All right. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I see you.
Yeah, another one. I see you. Mm-hmm. Oh, and then another one. Look at my girl. That's you? Yeah. All right. I'm like, yes, all right, bet. Black girl walk by. I'm like, damn, woo, baby boy, I'm feeling good. White guy literally, we're watching the horses, having a great time. White guy walks up and goes, hey man, you look good. Aren't you fucking hot? like, what? Because you're like, what you're wearing, it's hot. It's fucking hot. How are you doing that? And I was like, it's just a suit, man. It's not that big of a deal. And goes, well, you look sexy, and just walks away. And I'm like, that's a terrible compliment. That is like not a great compliment.
Sometimes, like, I've noticed the way white people compliment.
In the
Oh, racist comment incoming.
Weird.
Racism incoming.
Can
we get an alarm?
Don't cancel me. It's almost as if like it's,
No, don't get her fired from Secret Garden. This is the address.
that would bag me.
Yeah.
It's almost as if it's like I don't know, aggressive. Like like I mean, girls, you go to the bathroom, you meet people in the bathroom, and they'll be like, "You're so fucking pretty!" Like, "You're so fucking pretty!" Like, and it's like, whoa, like
That's definitely a white girl.
you get what I'm saying?
definitely a white girl.
Like, and it's-
Grabbing your face with both hands.
Yeah. It sometimes it just comes off as like forced or too much.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I had another guy come up to me, young guy, who was
It's
just
their
like,
mental reparations that they're trying to give.
and they're like, I have to say thank you. I have to say you're really pretty to a black person once a day for 30 years, and then I'm fine. No, I had
absolved.
exactly. No, I had another white guy come up to me, younger guy, and just go, man, who the fuck made you wear that? I was like, what's that? He's who made you wear that? And I was like, I don't need permission to wear my clothes, man. I like suits. He's like, I would never, but you look good, man. I was like, this is a compliment?
Like, what are you trying
He
to
said,
say?
well, are you going to compliment me? And I was like, no, I'm fine. And I just kind of put my hand on his shoulder because he was shorter. So I was like, okay, I can muscle this guy. Put my hand on his shoulder and just turned him away. And he's like, you don't like my shoes? I was like, just keep going. You're good.
Oh, you little
Go
boy
over there.
then?
Yeah, I don't want to do this. This is weird. I don't like that at all. But so I've always said that because the first time it happened to my dad, my dad has had a very eloquent history through racism. Born, Texas, raised in Alabama, then joined the Marine Corps. So, he jumped
And
head
he's
first.
Filipino?
No, he's white.
You have a white daddy?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You haven't seen my credit score. That
No,
makes
I
sense.
thought you were the real thing.
No. I'm only bottom half Asian.
Yikes!
No, so he's white, and then joined the Marine Corps.
This could
and
have
then,
told me that. I should have paid attention.
well, no, the Marine Corps will take anybody, but they literally, as long as you
don't
can go
even
through the
need to
test.
But I feel like at our parents' age, like generally, like
Yeah.
like foreigners like weren't like as thoroughly involved like in the military.
True.
Well, now they're doing it for citizenship, so
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
now, but I'm saying like parents' age, like I don't know.
yeah, now they were just going to the home country and bringing one back.
the Marine Corps knows exactly what they're doing. They go after very poor income communities. They're just like, look, you want to stay here, you want to get out. Like, you want to go see a different country, prepare to kill the person you meet, but like, do you want to go see it? That's kind of, the pitch. And obviously this is me speaking as a dependent. I don't actually represent the Marine Corps or anything like that. I got mad respect for the Marine Corps. But no, so he went through all that. I remember the first time he went to my suit guy. He always bought like thrift store suits because he's like, no, I don't want to spend the money you spend on it. I was like, Dad, it's Father's Day. I'm going to buy you a suit. Bought him a suit, sent him to my guy, had him cut up. Then they went on a date for the anniversary. It's actually my parents' anniversary today.
Happy
anniversary. They went out on that like riverboat dinner thing in DC. Yeah,
At the
very
wharf?
nice. Yeah, very, very nice. My dad wore the suit that I got him. I picked out the shoes, the tie, the everything. And then the next day I talked to him. I was like, so how was everything? He goes, when a black man compliments you? I was like, yes, right? Because I worked at a black nightclub, so I know this. He didn't like get all that yet. And he's like, I'm just walking around. You're just here. All right, brother. He's like, I don't know who said it, but somebody said it, and they said it at me. And I was like, all right, Dad, good for you, good for you.
There's something about it, and there's something even about like the way we compliment each other. Like it's not too much. It's just like, yeah, all right, yeah, you have that on.
She says that, but she also dragged the black man down. She get mad when she see a black man talking to a white woman.
No, I
Okay.
do not.
No, we'll
It's
talk
just
about that
these
later.
two
We'll talk about that
specific
in
people.
we'll talk about that in the
No.
bar enemy bar friend segment. But let me tell this story, and then we'll get to that segment. Okay. My wild thing story is Woodbridge is a town. It is not the biggest town in the world, but it is a suburb of one of the biggest cities in the world, not just the nation. So it isn't uncommon, but at the same time, it does happen a lot in this industry. One day, she's talking to my boy. They're having a great time at the bar, and they're just talking about shitty guests that they have, Ricky, and just going back and forth. Oh, this person. Oh, fuck this person. Oh, fuck this person. And then they're both like kind of agreeing with each other, but both are like, oh, I kind of like, oh, I kind of, whatever, whatever. And then they hit on this one person that they both are just like,
Yeah.
this fucking hoe. And and I'm walking around just like, I don't know her that well, but I know Dre. Dre, my homie, or my homie. You and I actually bonded over talking to Dre and about his romantic failures. Yeah, so you guys are just going in, talking and talking and talking. And I'm just like kind of hearing, I'm like, damn, this bitch sucks. Like, what the fuck? And you're just like, man, she's in a bar, not paying shit, drinking rail tequilas, begging people, begging anybody, old man, young man, anybody to buy her a shot. If they're doing a shot and she's not doing a shot, she'll yell at them across the bar, why didn't you buy one for me? And I'm like, man, it sounds familiar. What the fuck is all this? And then, after both of you shit on her for like half a fucking hour, Dre goes, like, grabs her and looks at me and goes, hey, didn't you date a... And I was like, yeah, I dated her a few years back. And he goes, oh, shit. And then she just gives me the dirtiest, stankiest look I've ever gotten from a stranger. She's like, what? That was your ex? I was like, yeah, it was a long time ago. And she goes,
L. Isaac Taylor.
L. I mean, like, I don't consider the whole relationship an L, but other people do. Whatever, that's fine. I'm not throwing any shade. I'm just saying I did think it was rather funny that you guys got a bond over that. But I will say, like, before, her and I did start seeing each other, that was definitely not the monster that I had created. She was a very sweet gal, but we drank a lot, and, like, she just got accustomed to, like, very good, so, like, boom, everything. I got everything. You don't got to pay for nothing, A few years of not having to pay for a single drink tab, and then
you get just
not
You basically turned her into an alcoholic, and then she couldn't afford to keep up her habit, so she has to get it from other people.
The problem, I think she
That's
can
what it sounds
afford
like.
it.
He said
She
that. He
can
said that.
afford it. She just, like...
when I was seeing her, she was only making $1,000 a year. That was it.
How much?
Pop the head off one off. $1,000 a year. That was it. And so, like,
Doing what?
working at, like, sales at some company that wasn't doing
She obviously wasn't selling shit.
So, like, but that's one thing. Everyone has different fucking means and levels and whatever. So I have no problem taking care of whoever I'm dating. My girl now out makes more than me. She does everything, but I still pay for
She's
everything.
eating you up.
Oh yeah. She's doing great. Yeah. But I got no problem with that. So I feel like I created a situation where it's like everywhere she goes, I can just drink everything I possibly can, and somebody will pay for it. Because after me, it was one of my homeboys who swooped in on that, and then he wound up paying for everything for her too. So she got accustomed to that
I
lifestyle.
do know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't beep it. My bad. Yeah. Don't worry, he got his ass beat for it, so it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was just really funny to hear people like really shit on somebody so bad. Because sometimes when someone's making fun of somebody for you, and they're like, "Yo, Ricky, that fucking girl you're talking, she was hey man, I never liked her." You can tell like it's not genuine. I can feel genuine like disgust from these two people, and I was like, "Man, they really hate this girl. I wonder who it is."
Pissed us off that day.
I assure you, it's not all
You
bad.
can't sit in a bar in a. I don't think it's that bad either.
Yeah. Yeah, but we as bartenders do see like the worst of people, and
Yeah, but I understand that. But it's like, girl, like you cannot come somewhere and sit there for 7 to 8 hours, like even though you're getting people to buy you drinks. We're still making the drinks.
Opinion.
We're still making the drinks.
That's
drinking.
loitering at that point.
It is loitering.
It's like, how is that any different than you sitting outside of a 7M like, hey, bro, you got some change? I'm trying to get
It
211.
is loitering, and it's like she somebody's like wife had to step in because I have this regular. I have mad love for him. He's a great guy. He gets drunk and buys everybody shots over and over again. Right?
Yeah, we all got regulars. Yeah,
To the point where he's out of money and it's awkward.
Yep. That's
So
awkward, yeah.
then I'll be like, yo, like, do you just want to do it with the 3 of you, whatever? And she'll be like, you're not gonna buy me a shot? You're not gonna buy me a shot? The wife came one day and was on her ass.
Into the mic.
Oh, sorry. Was on her ass. And they got in a whole argument. It was a whole blowout. She started crying. It was like really awkward. But yeah, so it's not just like from a bartender's perspective. Obviously, someone's wife came in and was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so
I get mad at some of those people, not this one in particular, but some of those people when they do be at your bar for like 6-7 hours and they're not having to pay for a lot because they're getting a lot paid for. And when they tip me on their one drink, it's a $7 drink and they give me $10 and I'm like, They're like, no, that's like 30%. I'm like, no, you're tipping on a drink. You need to tip on time because
Yeah.
you spent a lot of time.
I don't think
But-
a lot of people understand that.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people do either. But it's one of those things that we are trying to help bridge that gap between what being a shitty guest is and what being a good guest is. And part of that bridging is asking very awkward questions. And that's what we're going to get into here with this last segment between bar enemy, bar friend. So where we're going to figure out whether we think you're a good guest, a great bartender, a bad guest, or a good bar, whatever, the whole in between, all in between. This is bar enemy, bar friend. Ricky, you had a pretty good question you added?
Again, we're running long. I'm sorry. Part 2 will be up. I hope.